YouTube, what up? It's your boy, Young Wavy, forever. So I came by to give you the comb and lay method. Yes, it's the comb and lay method. It's a quite simple method. First of all, I recommend you make sure, and as a waver or person in general with hair, or that takes care of their hair, keeps it moisturized, but this is pertaining to wavers. As a waver, you should know when your hair is moisturized. You should know when your hair is dry. So basically with this method, you want to make sure that your hair is moisturized. So that means if you've moisturized the day before or that morning, you want to make sure that your hair is moisturized. The product is somewhat adapted to your hair. Your hair is not frizzy. So basically what I would do is possibly, once you know your hair is moisturized, wear a do-rag for about a half an hour. You can do your brushing session, wear your do-rag for about a half an hour. Take your do-rag off. Now, you're going to let your hair uncompress. So I say give it about 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes is the max you need, or 5-10 minutes is what I usually do. I let my hair uncompress about 5-10 minutes. I then take the comb. Now, you don't want to do no fast combing. You don't want to frizz your hair up. You don't want to, curl your hair up too much. You want to do a slow session with the comb. Yes, a slow session with the comb. Now you want to make sure you have a decent amount of hair on your head. You want to also make sure you're using the right size comb according to the length of your hair. So you want to take the comb and you want to do a slow session. Try to do nice, even, same speed strokes all the way around your head. You want to even yourself out. If you want to crown yourself out while you're at it, do that. Just make sure you leave an even layer. This is the key to this method, leaving a even layer. Okay, once you've done that, now like I've told you before, I've tried the plastic glove, reaped the benefits of that. Definitely see what that product does, or even I'm guessing a plastic bag or a Ziploc bag like most people use. Even people that use their hands, it's the same thing. So basically what you want to do, comb your hair, slow strokes, not too fast so you frizz your hair up or curl it up. Just nice even strokes each side, the same way you brush your hair with the grain of your pattern. You want to comb all the way around. Once you've done that, you want to take either your hands, your plastic bag, your Ziploc bag, whatever you use as your plastic method, and then you want to take that plastic bag and you want to do even strokes. Even strokes. What I usually do with my hand, I'll do 2 strokes on the top, 2 strokes on my right side, 2 strokes in the back, 2 strokes on the left side. And if I feel I need to compress it more, I'll do it again. 2 strokes, 2 strokes, 2 strokes, 2 strokes. Now once again, depending on the length and how thick your hair is, you may need to do more than 2 strokes. You can do 3 or 4 each side. But you want to evenly do it. You don't want to keep rubbing the top and compress it fully down. You don't want to compress one side fully down and then move to the next. You want to 2 strokes, 2 strokes, 2 strokes, 2 strokes. I say no more than 4 strokes each side, so that you leave it evenly. Go all the way around. You can go around once, or you can go around twice. After you've done that, do rag. Do not brush. This is a comb and lay method. Do not brush. Basically what this is doing, it stretches your curls out. You slow combing around, it stretches your curls out. The comb obviously spaces your curls out. You know, those of you who trying to, you know, maybe space your waves, get wider waves. Remember, you can only maximize your waves to your potential curl state, basically. So basically, the size of your curl will determine the width of your waves. Smaller curls, skinnier waves. Bigger curls, wider waves. So basically, run through this again. You want to make sure that your hair is moisturized. Know when your hair is moisturized. You know, you want to go in for a brushing session. Doesn't have to be heavy. Just something to get a nice even layer. You do rag for compression. And then you let it uncompress. As soon as you take your do-rag, do not brush at all. Don't even brush around your edges or anything like that. The comb will take care of everything once you let it uncompress. You're going to let your hair uncompress 5-10 minutes. Once you've done that, slow strokes with the comb around evenly. You know, same thing. You want to make sure your hair is at an even layer when you do this. Then once again, you're going to either take your hand, your plastic bag, your Ziploc bag, or your plastic glove, and then you're going to even strokes, you know, same way you brush your hair in the direction of your pattern. You know, each side you want to do 1 stroke, 2 stroke. You know, once again I said no more than 4 strokes each side. So I do 1, 2, move to this side, same angle I brush it, 1, 2, go to the back, same angle I brush it, 1, 2 on the slant, and the right side from the crown in, out, 1, 2. You know, make sure it's nice and even. You don't want to smash it down. You just want to do it lightly. You don't want to smash your hair down. Lightly, all the way around, even layer. Throw your do-rag on. Now, once again, I told you how I do it now. Like, if you're at a lower length, you know, and you're still doing the do-rag stocking cap, fine. You know, I told you once I get to a certain length, you know, I use the do-rag and the skull cap. You know, skull cap is not as tight as the stocking cap. You know, my hair has more layers, so I don't want to smash my waves. I just want to lay my waves. So basically, that's my comb and lay method. You know, I have another method I'm going to come out with the comb. You know, I've been also testing out. But this method I've used, you know, at this stage, I want to space my waves out a little bit more. I want to, you know, stretch my curls out. And I told you I'm doing heavy sessions with the comb now. It's comb and brush, but I'm mostly combing, you know, keep my waves stretched out to keep, basically, what it's also doing is helping keeping your hair up off your scalp. And then basically, once you put the do-rag on, now it's keeping a nice size layer instead of that when you brush and you compress it down even more, and then you do-rag, it's more laid down than anything, as opposed to the comb, where the comb is going to lift your hair up off your scalp, keep it lifted, and the light rubs you're going to do is you're not smashing your hair down, you're just leaving a nice even layer, and let the do-rag compress the rest. And once again, you're going to have space, your waves are going to get spaced a little, and they may tend to look a little wider. So y'all could try that method. You know, once again, remember every hair texture is different. If you find that combing does nothing for you, you know, if you find that combing just combs your waves out, you know, because when I comb, you know, I notice, okay, my definition goes away, but as soon as I start rubbing my hair after I comb it, I tend to see my pattern come right back in. It's just as if you sleep without a do-rag and you wake up, you just brush your hair, your pattern's going to come back. You may lose the definition, your hair may look messed up, but as soon as you start brushing, your pattern begins to come back. So you know, you could try it out. You know, once again, if you don't feel comfortable with the comb, you know, I recommend you don't try it. But nothing's gonna hurt. You know, combing shouldn't hurt your waves. You know, if you're training your hair properly, the right way, you know, you're brushing your hair and not just loading your hair up with products. Remember, product is not what's gonna get you the waves. The brushing is. So basically, if you're training your hair the right way, then combing should not be a factor. So if you got any questions, you need any more in-depth detail other than what I said in this video, comment, hit my inbox. You know, if you have problems using a comb, you know, let me know. And that's about it. That's my comb and lay method. Try it out. Tell me what you think. It's your boy, Young Wavy. Forever.